Hello. Woo. Hello, everyone. Sorry about the delay. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Yes. Personal technical difficulties. I just woke up. I accidentally fell asleep. Fell asleep on the couch, taking a snoozer. Woke up. Hey. Fell asleep watching Dawn's new video. Gotta finish watching that later. Let me go to my channel real quick and send this off. There I am. Make sure. Yep, I can hear me. Now, I actually cut these earlier today before I had to go run to the grocery store to grab the hubby's cell phone that he left there. Silly goose. Really kind of cool. I used the Google Find My Phone because, you know, his phone number is attached to his Google account, and however that works. But yeah, I was able to pinpoint that his phone was hanging out at Giant Eagle. So that was fun. I walk in there and I'm calling his phone, and the lady at the counter actually had it in her hand. And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Hey, that's the phone." So yeah. Chat with Simon. Nope, not that one. There we go. Oh, my phone's almost dead. Live, late, but we're here. Hold on. I forgot I unplugged this so I could plug this in. I need some power to my phone. So how is everybody today? Okay, yeah, ready to do some serious crafting. Oops, I need the live chat. There we go. Now I can see all of these lovely, look at everybody hanging out in the chat waiting on me. Get my little phone stand. We have Dawn, Pam, and Jim. Hello. Gloria. Cordelia and Jean, dear. Hello. How are you lovelies doing? Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Crystal's Creations. Melissa K. Hello. I'm scrolling as fast as I can. All right. So I did, for my butterflies to cut out good, the metal shim from the Gemini Junior did work with my thing. I had to run it through and then back out, so it had to go through twice, but it did cut, and I did cut a couple on tissue. Look at that. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with the tissue, but it's there. And to cut the tissue, this is the easy part. You put the tissue paper on top of the regular paper, and then you're basically cutting 2 for 1. Kim in Alaska. She's hanging out at work. Well, thank you. I appreciate the view time. I really do. Cordelia stepped on her kitty cat on her way out the door. Yeah, I've done that a few times, especially to the pepperoni. She likes to get under my feet. But I was gonna peel this one apart, and I was like, let's show them how that works. So when you die cut them together, they're really stuck inside the butterfly. I recommend, if you're doing tissue with your thing, leave it in the die and then poke the pieces. It's gonna give a lot more stability to that tissue paper and whatnot. And then when you pull it out of the die, you just gently pull apart, and then you have your 2 pieces. And if you have any little scragglers, you can gently just tug them out, and then you have a beautiful tissue, whatever you're cutting. You can do this method with any of your dies. So if you want a tissue circle for like a background on a sentiment or something, or a tissue rectangle, just layer your tissue on the top. Just layer your tissue right on top. Take your die, cut right into them. And for me, I needed my metal shim from my Gemini. It was a little tough to crank, but it was all right. Now, what I did, because this butterfly is so huge, I cut my sheet of paper in half, 5.5, straight in half. And that gave us these. Okay, and like my other art project on Monday, you can reuse these. So I'm going to make a card with this too. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Yes, it could be fun to cut some from plastic and use on alcohol ink. Absolutely. Your acetate. I don't know how Yupo paper cuts, but because it's kind of plasticky, but you could try that too. Okay. So, oh, I didn't finish poking all these out. I've got a couple of butterflies. We may not need that one. So let's get some fun stuff. And then I grabbed the Hero Arts background stamp just because I thought it might be pretty as a background for these guys. But, you know, I may or may not use it. May or may not use it. Okay, I'm going to get my tissue ones out of the way. Tissue. We don't want to get gooey goos all over you. All right. And we're going to start with this one. I did manage to get it to cut out of the 120 cardstock, but it was really hard and I probably won't ever do it again. This is the 65-pound cardstock and it cut just fine. But again, two rolls, front and back out. Okay. I want, here we are. We're gonna get ourselves a nice clean sheet. We're gonna set that down. We're gonna place our butterfly on it anywhere that we want. How's that? And now we're gonna make a mess. Who's ready for a mess? A mess that you can see but don't have to clean up? Those are always good messes for you guys, right? Don't have to clean it. Okay. So I'm gonna grab some of my sprays. I don't have a lot of sprays. So we're gonna do a set in some browns with a little bit of orange and maybe brown, orange, maybe a touch of green, maybe a dirty green, a little bit of orange, and some brown. Where's my other brown? That's your mica. Ooh, this one, empty tube might be nice too. Okay, those are those though. I thought I had another. Broomstick has glitter in it. Huh, maybe I only have 2 non-glittery distress stains. Nope, there you are, hanging out up there. There we go. This one's really dark. So we're just gonna do a pinch of this one. Let me see. A splat box. I don't really want my mess everywhere. I don't. And I have a feeling with the AC blowing, it's gonna go everywhere. Oh, and I just touched that. Good job. So I'm gonna have this butterfly off the page, and I'm gonna hold it up maybe 6 inches or 12 inches, I don't know. There's my little mist of the dark. Oops, hello Sandy. And then I moved that. I didn't want to move it. Lines up pretty easy. Okay, we're gonna take our light colored one. Get some speckles in there. We're gonna take a little bit of this empty tomb. Oh, and that just juicy. Okay, nice big splat right there. Get some, I should have shook that one up too. It's got mica. See what happens when you take a nap? Just get those little white areas covered back up the best we can. That's close enough. That ball down the side. Butterfly poop, perhaps. Jim had given a good idea when I had first bought these to lay them on their side, which really works. The ball loosens up, and then you can just hold it on the side it was laying on and shoot that ball back and forth. Oh, that's good. And I like to shake because it builds up. When you're spraying these, it builds up, and then you get some really good splatters. Okay, so here's the side where the mica was sitting. So once I get the ball loose, then it's just gonna roll right in that mica. Shake a shake. Almost lost that one, you guys. Okay. And if you don't like push it all the way down in one go and just do it really slow, you'll get it to spit. I don't know. Get it to spit. Is that the term I wanted to use? Well, it is what I did. Ugh, look at that. So we have done our butterfly in these beautiful grungy colors. Okay, and in return, we have this beauty in our paper. Look at that. We've just used our butterfly as a stencil. Oh man, isn't that gorgeous? Woo! Oh, I love that. Okay, I love that. So we're gonna flip it around. Okay, just like so. We're gonna get a fresh butterfly. Okay, just like so. We're gonna do the same thing. Stick it in the corner, like so. This time, we're gonna do the browns, and then we're gonna throw in a little bit of blue and a touch of oxide. Blue and purple, why not, right? So we're gonna get, and hopefully we don't get klutzy this time, and we're just gonna get this butterfly to stay put. Okay, put that white there, kind of flattened it out too, putting that first layer on. And I've had these ones I've had for a very long time. These other ones I had since last Halloween and Christmas. So they're an investment that will last you. Last you. Oh, that's a good one. And I think that's it for, I'm only gonna do the 2 browns. And then we're going to, nobody puts butterfly in the corner. Well, I did. Yes, I did. See how quickly that mixed up by having it lay down on the its storage container? So much nicer, so much nicer. Okay. I'm loving that. Some purple in there, and you can go as heavy or as light with your colors. You can go back over if you feel that was, you know, not quite right. Now this one should look a lot better because I didn't bump it so many times. Let's cross our fingers. Okay. Woohoo! Oh, look at that juicy butterfly. Oh, isn't that pretty? Ooh, the shimmer in there is just gorgeous. Oh. And this is really, really fabulous. So when you're spraying these, okay, you could just put them in your splat box and spray, but then you wouldn't have this. Okay, I can cut this paper right in half and I can make 2 beautiful cards with this. Okay, I mean, look at that. That shimmer is on there. It's nice, good quality, strength of this one. I really like this one. That just pops out and looks yummy. But we just let this dry, okay, just like our butterflies, and then we can use this. Ooh, maybe we'll put a tissue butterfly on one of these. Thank you, Ms. Crystal. All right, so we're gonna set that aside and let it do its thing. I've got a couple more butterflies, so I'm just gonna grab a couple more sheets. Now, some of my paper I cut in half, okay, because maybe we don't want a bunch of leftover backgrounds, but we do want to do a butterfly, right? So knowing that this butterfly, if we were to cut this piece of paper in force, you know, it's a card front. So if we put it off to the side and then we cut it, we're only going to have a little bit. So if we kind of, you know, check it out and say, okay, I want it there. So when I cut it in half, I'm going to have this part of the butterfly and then this part of the butterfly, okay? And I don't mind if things are off the edge because we're really going to cut it in half and have 2 card panels. Let's see, let's do a green oxide with a green spray. Let's do a tone on tone. I'm just moving my other oxides out of the way, guys, because there's a little clumpy clumps going on right here. So I'm going to roll this down, shake her up again. Something's going on. I don't know what that blue is, but it shouldn't be. We'll find out. Woohoo! Look at those clumpy clumps. There we go. Ooh, gotta love that one. Twisted Citron, one of my favorite colors. Go figure. Okay, so we've got that nice bright green, and we're gonna tone it back a bit with a little bit of darkness. Oh, look at this one is spraying really good. I do want to see if I can't get some big droppers. There we go. And then I'm gonna go over once with the light, just to mingle it. Ooh, can't wait for the reveal on this one. Look at that. Oh, look at that beauty. These big, bold dies, no matter what you get, you can do this with all your stuff. Silhouette images, pieces, you know, just give them a squirt. But look at, now if we didn't have that paper down, this would just be in the splat box, which is perfectly fine. You do not have to do a background with it, but if you can, you might as well. I want a sundae, but look at that. Look at that. Okay, so let's do one of the tissues. I'm nervous about spraying the tissue, but we're gonna do it. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the tissue on the tissue, because we can. Now, my tissue paper came with my transparencies. So some of the transparencies you buy come with tissue. Mine did anyways. So you can use whatever tissue you have. Maybe you have some of the Tim Holtz tissue, the plain stuff. Okay, you could use that. Now there is a side to this. It doesn't look as clean on one side versus the other. So we're gonna just be very careful. I'm just gonna spray that. Let's turn it around. So if we want to use it, we can cut it out. I guess that doesn't matter. Okay, so we're gonna be very ginger about this. Let's do an orange and yellow. We're gonna get the oxide orange and the mica stain flickering candle. I will do, okay, she wants a blue one. Let's get a blue one. I don't have a blue oxide, but I do have, is that all I have? I have a frosted juniper and snow flurries. This one is a greenish blue, but this one is really blue. Let's just do this one. Maybe we don't two-tone it. Pam says, we want blue, we want blue. That is one thing I will be looking for at Stamp Away, is I'm gonna get some more oxides. I'm gonna get a rainbow, so I got the Halloween pack of the oxides. So I just need to get the colors to go in between them. Okay. So here we go. We're holding it up. We're not holding it down here. We're holding it up so the little speckles. Oh, I forgot. The blue is the one that wasn't working. You guys. Every now and then you get one that doesn't work. Okay. They do sell replacements. Ugh. Well, that is a bummer. Okay. Think, 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 think. Think on your feet. Think on your feet. Think on your feet. Where's that thingy? That's almost empty. I'm gonna clean this little sprayer out. gonna get drenched. Okay, spray bottle. Let's rethink that. And it does have a, I made a little mica spray bottle with some gum arabic. Or that might have been liquid pearls. I don't know. But we're gonna just borrow some of this. Set that there. We'll put a little bit in here. Okay. Shake that up. Put the lid back on this before we have a catastrophe free. Okay, so I've got this little spritzer. And whoo, that's gonna need to dry. Let's help it along. Grab. My fingers are all sticky. Okay, so what do we got? Yep, you can unscrew it and flick it, but being that I wanted it blue for everybody, we just put it in another spray bottle. Ooh, blue before she said yellow, and I hit enter. Anyways, yep. Get mini spray bottle from Dollar Tree and put a little in it and see if that would work. Yeah. But I do not have one on hand. What I would do is I'm going to take this down to the kitchen and I'm gonna take the lid off and soak it and blow some water through the spigot in there. There's probably a clump of glitter or something in the nozzle, so we're just gonna hose it out. And it may or may not work. Sometimes the pumping action just stops working. It happens a lot. On like spray, hairspray and stuff. Hairspray. Ooh, ooh, ah. That is like a wintry butterfly. Oh, it is mostly dry. But the tissue, it's delicate, you guys. We're gonna have fun gluing that down. This is gonna be a mixed media project because once we glue it down, we're gonna use some Mod Podge on the surface and then stick this into the Mod Podge. And then that, when the Mod Podge dries, it'll give like a protective surface. But oh my goodness, how gorgeous is that? It's got so much shimmer in there. I love it. Oh. Okay, we're gonna put that up there to finish doing its business. Now this, do you see that? Now because this is tissue, we can put that on and it's gonna let you see through it. Now, I did pick up some goo from whatever was there before. It's no big deal. We can rip that out. We can leave it because it's cool. Hi, Audrey. Miss Little Bit. How are you doing? But yeah, it dried pretty good on the tissue with our heat gun. Some of it, it's not fully dry, but that's okay. So let's do one more with the tissue. Can I? Oh yeah, this way. Nope, we're gonna put it in this way. We're gonna grab our little tissue butterfly. Oh, this tissue is not... This tissue is smaller than an 8.5 by 11. But that's okay. Get over there. We're going to spray it anyways. I don't want to spray it anyways. I'm going to get another one. I don't want to ruin my butterfly. We'll just get another one. I just squished my butterfly. It blew. Gosh darn it. It blew off the table and I thought it blew onto the floor, so I went to bend over to get it and it actually blew onto me and I smushed it. I smushed the butterfly. So what are we doing? We're just going to flatten it. I ripped it a little bit. That's all right though. When we Mod Podge it down, it'll be fine. I mean, it's tissue. What do they expect? So we're gonna do that one in that corner at a tilt, like so, and this is backwards. It's a good thing I flipped it over because the little tail got a little benty. Oh, I ripped it there too. That's all right. I'm not worried about that. Okay, so there's that. Deborah, hello, hello. I'm sorry. Put it on black cod stock. Yep, we can do that. Okay, yes, I said glitter, but we all know that mica is not glitter. It's a different beast altogether, but it's shiny and shimmery, so yeah, I keep calling it glitter. Okay, so do we want to, we're gonna try frosted juniper, see what this one is all by itself. We're gonna raise up, give a little squirtums. And then let's do, where's flickering candle? We're gonna give it a little spice of this. Not the best color combination, but now you know. Now you know. I love the heated tool. Look how gentle it is with the tissue as we're trying to dry it. Ooh, look at that. Oh, you guys can't really tell. Let me twist. Oh, look at how gorgeous that is. Ah. Again, that is just tissue paper. Oh, hot dog. And then here it is on just the butterfly, and we'll go grab some black cardstock because these are just gonna be so fabulous. Well, it might be fabulous if I don't kill it. Squish it. Okay, let me put these lovelies away. Boo, 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 boo. Love having that right there. Just put them away. I'm not going to put you away because I need to clean you out. Okay. Cleanup is easy. Right? Tissue. I've got all this overspray. Let's grab it. Let's see what it does. It's not the best. But we know what happens with not the best. Marguerite. I'm just going to soak this paper. I'm just going to grab it all. Let it dry, do what its thing. I need some color in this corner and color in that corner and color in that corner. Looks like I need color in all the corners. So we just picked up the rest of that. It's got a little bit of mica in there. More so the color. This is going to be a good color to stamp on. So I'm not sad. If I was a rag, where would I run off to? I have no idea. That's all right. We'll get a paper towel. I always got those handy. Don't always use a paper towel, but when I do it right. Pam says, yes, the not the best sits in a drawer for a year, hoping that someday they'll be used. Yes, I've gotta, one of these days, I'm gonna surprise you all and pull them all out and do a series of the ugly backgrounds. Get a rethink, makeover, right? The ugly background makeover. Home edition. Sorry. It's kind of funny. I thought it was funny. Sherry D, hello, lovely lady. I need the black. Okay. Got 2 drawers for black because, ooh, what is that? Oh, that's watercolor paper. That's what that is. That'll make, I don't know, that'll make something. Here's a little card panel. Some black. Ooh. Got some of that too. What else we got in here? Oh, looky. Look at all the, ooh, look at that. Come hither and, ooh. Oh, that's too busy for that. That's okay. That's too busy for that. How about one of these other ones? Ooh, nope, that's just too busy all the way around. Say sayonara. Ooh, and this one would work maybe. This is what I like to do. I like to pull out my drawers. Not my underwear. My drawers of paper. Sorry, that was funny too. Oh, look at that. And you just play around with it. Oh, you guys, what do you think of that? That pretty blue on the gray, on the black. I'm liking that. Oh, yes. Oh, Jim. Jim says craft. Let's do, you know what I have, Mr. Jim? I've got a slimline craft piece. We could cut this butterfly in half and make a slimline, put half that butterfly there and then the other half there. Or we can do, oh, look at that one. We could do the green one on craft. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And then just snip this wing off and put it down here. What about putting the solid tissue over the patterned one? Yep, we can do that. So I'm gonna put this with this because that looks like a keeper. Okay, and so we're going to grab our solid tissue, one of them, and we're gonna find that pattern again. Or not. Don't mind me. Got that big pattern. I just had it. There you are. So there's that one. So on this one, you wouldn't see it very much, but I mean, it was there. I think it needs to be bolder. I don't know. Let's try the blue one, because that green is kind of dark there. Ooh, look at that. Once we add the decoupage to it. Oh, I like that. Just have to work that out a little bit. Yeah, it's very subtle though. I mean, it's very subtle. I wonder if it would be different if it was something a little bit more bold. No. I mean, you can tell it's there. But then you almost lose the butterfly. It's kind of weird. Let's do a solid. Is that just, yeah. The white really helps it pop out. That's all right. Oops, wrong way. Ah, da 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 da. Let me. What about white polka dots, right? Oh, that's cute. Look at that. I think once we glue it down too, it'll really help it pop. But I like the polka dots. And then she is requesting to see the black behind it. Come hither in, a little piece of black. Yeah, it kind of dulls it down. Kind of weird. But you can still see it. So that's black, polka dots, and then white. So yeah. I mean, the white really makes it stick out, but the polka dots give it more interest. I gotta remember to turn it so you guys can actually see it. And Pam says she likes the purple, or the polka dots. See? Polka dots. Polka dot, polka dot, polka dot. But we can definitely do a black border with that to help pop that out. Okay. So we've got a couple that we can start to put together. So let's do that. And then I can save these if we have time. Oh, my other tissue, my tissue. Oh, look at our little baby tissue. Look at it on there. You guys can't even see, sorry. Look at that. That one just looks oh so pretty on the black. Oh, wow, look at that one. The black will change a little when I add the decoupage. I keep calling it the Mod Podge to that, but I think it'll be worth it. And we'll have to be careful because this is the one I ripped in a couple of spots. But we'll just pat them down. The polka dots, polka dots. Okay, so we're gonna keep this black out because that might come in handy. Make sure I don't have another chunk of black that I can use instead. Oh, that looks like it might be a card base size. Let us see, let us see. Houndstooth. I didn't even know I had that. One of those old school paper packs from back in the day. Ooh, that's a nice chunky black piece. That might be better for the decoupage. Okay, paper bins are out of the way. Get you guys resituated. What do they look like if you flip the tissue over? They look, it looks more like watercolor. And the shiny disappears, of course, because you flipped it over, but some of the shiny did soak through. So yeah, it looks more watercolored this way. It's very interesting. That's thinking outside the box. See, it's super shiny there, and then you flip it over. Oh, those little puddles aren't dry. That's all right. I'll get some of those puddles cleaned up. But yeah, if you don't want it sparkly, you could mix up some paint and put it in a sprayer, probably. Or use a regular stain without the mica in it to give it a nice non-metallic. I really like it. Okay, so that's going over there. You're with the polka dots. Polka dot, polka dot. Let's do the slimline one first because heckin' yeah. Then we'll work on that one. Woo, woo, woo. Looky, looky. How exciting is that? So, because this is a nice good cardstock, we're just going to grab our glue with the precision tip on it, and we're gonna do the body over to the wing. And I only need to do the one antler, antennae, sorry. It is not a deer, buck, or creature of the mammal-y nature. My bad. Get some glue. Try it. This thing is full of tips that you need to glue down. If you have a Xyron machine, you could probably make it a big fat sticker. Those little sticky dots, you know, that come on a page. If you're, you know, if I knew I was gonna do a custom set, somebody ordered like they wanted 100 of these, I would invest in the sticky dots to do these. That would save you so much time from having to do that. Oh my goodness, look at that butterfly. Look at, easy peasy. There's that one antler. I'm still gonna call it an antler. Don't mind me. Okay, so a little bit of this antennae sticks up, so I'm just gonna peel that back and add that to that. Okay, and then I'm gonna push and pick and clean my finger because I'm actually picking up the excess glue. There we go. Pam says 100, I would just say no. I made 100 wedding invitations once. They were really nice and they were all hand painted too. I've done I've done wedding invitations for 3 different people. One set was hand painted. The other 2 were using stamp. No, I hand painted the pine cone one too. I think. Did I? Or was that? No, that was a stamp. And then the other one was a stamped. wedding invitations. Yeah, artist tack. So it's really I've seen it used. I do not own any, but it's a piece of paper, and you peel the backing like a sticker. You peel it just enough to get your image in there, and then you tap it down, and it pulls up all these little teeny weeny glue dots, and then your image becomes automatically glued on there. But it becomes a big sticker. Sorry, my mind was trying to do too many things at once. Becomes a big sticker. I'm debating if I want, yeah, I think I just want a little bit, that part right there. And we'll just snip that off. So I don't go over too much glue. I'm just gonna do that. Oh yeah, and I made my own wedding invitations. Those were fun. Those were fun. I made a pull-out. So the information was on the card inside, and you had to pull it. A slider card. Back in the day when you had to do everything by hand, I had a template. I traced the template, I cut the pieces, and then I assembled it. I actually still have that template and used it to make a card once, not too long ago. Okay, so we're gonna set this right on here. It's all nice and pressed down. Deborah had a birthday the other day. She got some birthday cards from some of the peeps. There we go. Oh, look at that. Good thinking, Mr. Jim, pulling out some crafty cardstock. And that was easy. You know, we took all the time to spray. We cut all the butterflies, we spray all the butterflies, then we do assembly. Now, if you're doing all the same, this part's easy. You'll cut all your butterflies and you'll glue them all down. We are doing individually different ones, so that's going to take us a little bit longer. But yeah, look at that. How fun is that? I like it. Okay, let's do this one. And to do this one, I'm going to trim this up. We're gonna do a kind of a different card. That's kind of different. There's a little bit of fuzzies, so that looks good now. I got a 5x7 here. Look, I sprayed it. Oh, not that side though. Do I like that? Come on. No, I do not like that on the 5x7. That's all right. card bases I've been trying to work on, but haven't finished yet. Yeah, Pam likes the sticky dots for thin die cut sentiments. Definitely makes life easier than having to glue that. So we need to go to 5.5, of course. Right? 8.5. No, this piece of paper is 8.5. That would be 4.25. Holy moly, you guys. My brain. Okay. Let's do another one. Nope, you're not it. Not it. And 4.25. Okay. Now we definitely need to trim that down because I want this to wrap around. So I'm going to trim that right there. I do a lot of eyeball measurements when I'm making up new stuff. So let's do 5.25. Sounds good to me. 5.25. Look at that. And then when we fold, okay, we're gonna need to trim that down. So this is 8.5. And this is 8.5. And let's go down to the 8. So that'll give us a 1/4 border on both sides. Right? Sounds good. Okay. And then we're going to score this in the middle, which would be 4, right? Because we did go to 8-ish. Good enough for me. Score this at 4. Okay. Flip and fold. Yeah, apparently I did not cut that evenly, but that's okay. They won't notice that little teeny bit off because it'll be on the other side. Okay. Now, ooh, I almost forgot we were gonna have a border too, weren't we? Come here, you. Do I have enough room? Paper pumpkin kit. I think it will be fine. That should work. No, I feel it needs to be trimmed just a little bit more. Okay, that's all right. We'll make it work. I'm gonna take a little bit more off of this, which is 5.25. So we're just gonna go down just a little bit. Let's do 5. Let's do 5. And then we'll snip this piece off that was hanging over, and that should help us on the other side. Okay, so then we have that to that. Is that going to give us enough of a border? Oh yeah. Okay, so I need to trim this. I'm going to do it right there. Just going to do it right there. I'm just going to cut it off right there. Why not? But I need my bigger trimmer for that. And I lost a blade to that, so I can't use that. Let's pull you guys out. We got trimmers for days, you guys. That lined up in there. Yoop. All right. Loving that. So fabulous. And then this will be 8 1/4, like Pam said. 8 1/2, the dots, so black 8 1/4. Yup. Which is, make sure I get this lined up right this time. 8 1/4. 8 1/4. Leave it to my smart mathy friends. Okay. And then we're going to, because I'm not going to math the center of this, thank you. It would be like an 1/8. That was scary. But this black is pretty thin, so. Now I am reverse folding just to make sure I get a nice good fold, because I've got to glue this to this and we want it to sit nice. Look at that. It's gonna have that beautiful fold right there. Put everybody together, give her a nice squishy squish. And then I gotta fix this too. Here, with your big cardstock, if you have issues with it being like big gator mouth, you just put your tool on the table and push like you mean it. And what you're doing is you're burnishing it down and you're squishing that fold, because when you fold that paper, you're causing some of the paper to smush in the middle, because it's got to go somewhere. And if you can smoosh it some more, your card is going to stay pretty flat. Okay, so that's what you want to do. You want to just burnish that edge when you need it to stay closed. And look at that, they're going to sandwich up together so nicely. It will stick out a little bit, that's the nature of paper, but I think it's still going to be really cool. Okay, so I'm going to glue the black down, and then we're going to glue the butterfly to this piece and then glue it down. That way there, this piece gets enough time to glue. Aw, quarantine's no fun. And I'm not gonna put glue right down the center. I need it to move a little. Okay, it's gonna get close though. And because I'm using my super expensive, well, you know, it is spendy glue, I do not need to use a lot. Although I gotta move kind of quickly so it doesn't dry. Ooh, hot dog if I didn't do that pretty darn straight. It's a little off, but I'm not sad about it. Look at that. Jean. Oh, abacus. That's so funny. Okay, so that'll be sitting over there drying, getting fun. Okay, so in order to get this, I squished it at some point, we can't add glue to the butterfly. There's just no way. Well, you could, but you're gonna get mad and things is gonna happen and you're not gonna be happy. So you're gonna grab your Mod Podge. You're gonna grab your big Mod Podge brush. This one didn't get cleaned out very good, and I'm not sad about that because that's what I do. Okay, get that out. Ugh. Now this is gonna be a sticky situation. We're gonna grab our stinky glue and we are going to glue our paper. I am going to add glue all over. Yes, it will be sticky all over, but when it dries, Mod Podge is fabulous. When it dries, it will not be sticky anymore. I am going to add it all over so that when it dries, it has the same consistency, texture, okay? And I flip my paper over so that when I'm adding my glue, I only have a little bit of area that I need to clean up. I need to get some more. My years old Mod Podge is like, we're reaching the bottom, you guys. Getting to the bottom. See that? We'll just add that glue right on there. It is sticky. Sticky. Now we're going to be careful when we add this little gem, because once it goes down, it's not going to move. I want to make sure that we, oops, no, the front, this is going to be the front. So I want it tipped this way. Okay, like so. Just gonna gently tap it into place. I'm gonna grab our little tool so that when we go to tap that antenna down, okay, don't do that. There we go. There we go. That little antenna up there. Okay. Oh, this is going to have some really cool texture to it. Now, because my paintbrush makes lines and stuff, we can add some glue right to the top. Oops, something in there. If we're not getting it stuck down right, we can add more. Come on. one's being a little stinker there. Just use your paintbrush to mold it in there. And this goes for any tissue work. If you're using napkins, tissue paper, of any kind, you know, you can go to the Dollar Tree and buy Christmas / birthday package tissue paper and cut it out, get the same effect. Yeah. Just trying to push these little pieces in. But you want to do any decorating underneath. It's not going to work the same if you try and decorate over the top. Like water and stuff's not going to stick to that because we're putting a protectant, a water protectant. It's a sealer. So we're sealing this down, and yeah, we're not going to be able to paint over it unless you have like a latex or oil-based. Like watercolor is not going to stick to this. And there we have it. Stuck down butterfly. How fun is that? Yeah, that's kind of rude. Talking about the COVID and whatnot. I'm reading, you guys. I'm reading. Yeah, this will take a little bit of time to dry. It's not gonna. Oops, we missed a dude. We need to glue that dude down. That dude needs to be glued down because he's on our bend. Oops, and I ripped it right there, but that's okay. Stay put. Okay. I think that's going to be beautiful. So we'll let this dry. We're going to set that right there. We're going to put our glue right over there. We're going to get our water and wash our brush since I didn't do it very good last time. Making some gluey water. Soak them in it. Or 10. Okay, now we're gonna clean our gluey mess with just some water because it is a water-based glue. You can see I did it right on my glass mat, right there. You see that? It's all gooey and yucky. Water, napkin. Okay, gets that right up. I wouldn't recommend using a towel, although sometimes I forget and do it anyways. It kind of ruins the towel. It gets it all dry and crusty. But if you rinse it right away, I do not rinse my towels right away. So that one went in the garbage. Thank you, Jim. Asking you guys not to forget to thumbs up. Let the YouTube algorithms know that you guys are enjoying my videos. Even if they're a little kooky and long sometimes. Okay, so that goes with that. We're just gonna slide that right under there. I'm sitting over here enjoying this one. It's beautiful. Okay, so now we're gonna take one of our other ones. Is this a card base? I'm just checking on my black background one. Yes, let me cut this down really quick. We're gonna do this other tissue one because I just ripped it because I'm not being very careful. I'm not being very careful at all. Okay, sticker, you're driving me nuts. Don't belong on my jobby job. Okay, so we got a nice light white border for that. Okay, see, I ripped this one, put some crap all up. Look at how beautiful that is. Ugh, so beautiful. Okay, loving that, loving that. Now, you guys, if you don't have Mod Podge, okay, let me show you this real quick too. You have your expensive glue, okay? I wouldn't recommend this to do this all the time because Mod Podge, some Dollar Trees you can get small bottles of it, okay? You're gonna take a puddle. You can always add more, but you can't take it and put it back. So just know that. Take a teeny bit of water, teeny bit, okay? Mix that in there into your fancy glue, okay? I might have had too much water in there. Yes, I did. Don't mind me. Just grab some more. There we go. Because it dries clear too, okay? Oh, that, I guess we didn't need to add any water because that is not sticky at all. Interesting. I've never done it with my glue. It's light sticky. I need more sticky. I need extra sticky. That's not very sticky at all. Oh no, it's getting sticky though. Yeah, see? Okay. Very interesting. So I would recommend with a mostly dry brush, just like spread it on your paper. I don't think you need to add any water to it. Like I said, I've never done it with my glue before. And we can decide how to maneuver our butterfly on here. It's being a stinker. Yep, getting close to the 4th of July. They're practicing their fireworking skills. This is a delicate process. Let's just put it that way. get that seam lined back up where we ripped it. And I say we because you guys are all following along. I have to say though that this is not as hard to maneuver the tissue into this glue, if that makes sense, you guys. And then I ripped it right there, so we're gonna take a little bit of extra time there. Because it's like, it's weirdly staying in place a lot better. It's very interesting. I may have to revisit this again. Come on, flatten out, there we go. Oops. Okay, wasn't the smartest idea. Oh, I'm just having no luck right here. There we go, there we go. A little bit more. Oop, nope, yep, stay. Aha. There we go. Flip it over, give it some pressure. Look at that, isn't that nice? Should not be using those scissors. Let's get some glue scissors. I don't know if this glue is gonna hold it though. I feel like it's trying to peel up a little bit. We'll see how that one does. We'll leave it to dry. If I have to, I'll go over it with some Mod Podge. But yeah, the glue, the mica, you know, rubs off all over the place. So that is now in the glue. So it's very glittery. Because like right there, it's just... Stay where you are. Da 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 da, la 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 la, look here, look here. I am gonna wait to glue this to the card base just in case I have to go over it with some Mod Podge. So I'm gonna let it dry and do its thing and see what we can. Yeah, you could put acetate over it. That would definitely hold the the mica in. But yeah. Very pretty though. I mean, look at that. And it's really cool too because it's tissue, so it doesn't stand up like a die cut. It's very, very thin. Very, very thin. But yeah, acetate would be fun. Put the fold and then tape it down in the back so the acetate flops over the front. But we'll let that guy dry. Let that guy dry and have a good time. And then we're going to cut out a polka dot, polka dot. 5.5. Diana Voss, hello, hello. A bee that felt like fabric. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I know I haven't made any bees. Was it a big 5x7? Because I know I didn't do any fabric. I didn't do any fabric bees. It would all be paper. I'm trying to think. Bee. Yeah, I don't know. If you post a picture of it and send it to the chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends, I'll let you know how I made it. But just off the top of my head. Oh, was it a shaker card? Was it might, ooh, if it was the shaker card, it was tulle on the front. Oh, I need to turn this the other way so I know how much I'm cutting off. Get in there. Squeeze in there, tissue paper. There we go. So we want to do 5.5. And it doesn't have to be pretty. That'll work. Silver on black. Oh. Yeah, post a pic. I bet I know which one it is, though. That would be... Do we want to cut this in half? I don't feel like I want to cut it in half. I feel like... I feel like I want to fill this as the most I can. If I filled it this way. Maybe? I don't know if I'm liking the... Sometimes that happens. We picked out the polka dots. I really like the polka dots, and now I'm like, I don't know if I like the polka dots. Maybe it's because I cut it in half. And I like this. I think I like this. that's what we do. We like it whole. So, gluey, 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 gluey. Let's do it on this. Let's do it on this piece. Stick glue. I gotta like the stick glue. Na 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 na. 3 different ways to apply your tissue papers. Yes, I am very broken. The glue stick is one of my favorite ways to glue down the tissue. It gives you a little bit of wiggle room to get the wrinkles out. It's fairly clean method. Oh, look at that. Yeah. And oh, da 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 da. Where's my card base? We're gonna do a big old 5x7 because we can. Just gonna do more glue. The glue gooby. Glue gloobison. A little bit cut off there, a little bit cut off there. Works for me. Find a clean spot. Smoosh that down. Cap that back up. This is the Elmer's Craft Bond, the big stick. It's permanent blonde, it's acid free, it's photo safe, it's non-toxic. I use it, I like it. Yes, the glue stick is good for napkins too. All right, check that out. Oh. Oops. All right. Oh, oh, oh. Now we can put something over the top of this. How fun. What if we got another butterfly here? No, I don't like that. But you could, I mean, you could put it back on and then just glue the center so this part would, I don't know, I kind of like that. What do you guys think? Should we pop? Apparently somebody didn't clean these very well. Elizabeth. not glue the whole thing down so that it's movie. Just glue this section down. Oh, I like that. Look at that, because then you can see that. Okay, we're gonna glue this center piece down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our glue stick again, and I'm gonna glue the antennas down. And yes, I'm just gluing right over. It's gonna dry clear. If you get some gooeys, you know, it's not gonna hurt anything, okay? We're gonna set that on there. And if I hadn't lost my rag, like, I don't know where it went. Okay, say this was a rag, you would just dap it in there. I wouldn't necessarily use a paper towel because it might shed. Get that bent up a little bit. I've got this little gluey goo right there. Oops, don't bend that. Okay, and then get those glued down like so. Apparently my fingers are dirty. Don't mind me. Oh goodness gracious. Okay. Oh, you guys. I've got glue everywhere. This is one of those glue remover thingies. If you get your glue before it completely dries, you can goober it off. Look at that. Goober that glue right off of there. Ooh, I like it. I like the white and the little shadow it leaves behind. It's really bugging me. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. Wouldn't that be fun to get in the mail? I'll have to probably make an envelope because, and I don't like making envelopes, but the little tootsies are hanging out a little bit, so they would get bent. Yeah, no, I'm not sitting on a rag. I think I threw it in the laundry because I did a bunch of cleanup yesterday and then I forgot to get a new one. Honestly, I don't know. Okay, so we made some tissue backgrounds and some paper backgrounds and some super cute butterflies. Oh, this is almost dry. It's still a little bit tacky, but you can see the paintbrush marks in the Mod Podge, and it's sticking really good. I love that. This is gonna go on this and get flipped like so. Look at that. Just gorgeous. That's gonna be a fun card. So that one just needs to finish drying. Okay, then we have this one, another tissue that we used this glue, a little bit of water, which I don't recommend. Just use it straight out of the bottle. Oh, but you guys, once it dried, look, it is actually stuck down where I stuck it down at. There's some areas that aren't, but I can go back in and add a little bit of glue because it's going to dry clear. So that is an option, is to use your expensive glues right out of the bottle, paintbrush it on, though I do recommend this. It's one of my favorites for tissue paper. You just goo up the whole panel, slap it down, okay? And then you're not waiting for it to dry or being too wet, okay? So there's that. There's that. When you're spraying your butterflies, be sure to put some paper down, okay? Because now I can make 2 more cards. If you're a scrapbooker, I could put a photo right in there. I could do all sorts of stuff. So that's really nice to have, okay? So we actually did quite a bit that I can make some cards with. I mean, look at those. And then we can even, more tissue. So there's all of the goodies that we did in our about 2 hours. We did all the spraying and we made a couple of fun cards. Ugh, these, I don't know, this one. Is this one gonna be, oh, look at that. That would be nice to do like parts on a 5x7 and then pop one up like this. Yeah, these 2 might go on the same card. I don't know, they're really pretty. Or, ooh, look at that. Those 2 look nice together. I like those more so. But yeah. So we could think, when you're flinging things around, if I'd have sprayed the butterfly off to this side and then put a die cut on this side, this would make a really nice card. Fold it. I would do my card base, score it and fold it, and you have a ready-made card. And it wouldn't stain through as much, but still, that's pretty interesting. And then leave your sentiment and what stuff. You absolutely can. You can message me anytime. You can message me right now. I'll answer you when I get done. So yeah, if I leave this here, you know, that might remind me to do this again. I think that would be really pretty. Having the butterfly more this way and then this one, and then fold it in half as the card. A single layer card. Well, sort of single. All right. Yeah, Elmer's, the Craft Bond, okay? That's a really good one. I mean, it's a really good one. And then on your glass mat, to do a cleanup, you're gonna want a throwaway, because the glue will get in your rag and be all gross and disgusting, okay? So, any other questions, my friends? I do appreciate you all hanging out with me, and I apologize for not reading the comments very much this time. This kind of project does, like, retain my attention more so than some of the other ones. But yeah, oh, just look it. I mean, I have a lot of beautiful cards to put together. I need to get them done now. Polka dots, polka dots. All right. Thank you, and we will see you on Crescent Creation channel tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern if you're interested. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to be crafting, but we will do something over there. Thank you all for hanging out, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I'm going to go wash my fingies. Go wash them. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. You guys are fabulous.